Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Honolulu. Got CFI on the fly standing under the wing of a Hawaii C-17 at Oshkosh. Cool. Have a blast. Good morning, Brandon. Alan was here. Hello, Jolly Rogers. H. Dot. John K. Heath is here. Hello. Randy, I don't know how many queens today. I didn't look. We just missed one come in, unfortunately. It came in right as I was pulling into the parking lot, or parking. Then we're having another one come in here in about 4 or 5 minutes. It's on the downwind right now. We should get at least one departure, possibly two, towards the end of the show. It won't be as many as we had on Saturday. I think Saturday we had, was it 6 we had on Saturday? It was 6 and a couple kings and a couple of king departures. It was a busy day on Saturday. This Hawaiian here is coming in from Hilo. It's a 717. So I'd like to welcome anybody over watching on the vertical feed this morning. We've done some tweaks to the vertical stream. I tried using the vertical stream a couple of months ago, and it was a horrible implementation by YouTube. They should have waited until they had it all figured out. But it was just a cropped picture of the main screen, and it was really just dumb. But we've made some tweaks, and now the vertical stream has the main camera and a kind of a BTS camera. So let me know what you think. As the sun is coming out of the clouds now, and I'm being blinded, so I have to put a sunshade up. Give me a second. All right, that is much better. Hello, Rudy. You got LA Plane Spotter in the house. Rudy is racking up the frequent flyer miles the last couple of weeks. He's been everywhere, it seems. We can change the name of the game from Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego to Where in the World is LA Plane Spotter. So the next one coming, pardon me, that sounded horrible. The next one coming in on 8 left is that Queen we saw going overhead. It is about 5 miles out or so. So when it gets a little closer, we'll flip up there and see it. Well, Island Aviation, there's probably going to be a few of them for sale. They could probably pick one up cheap. First, they'd have to redo everything they do to make it work. But other than that, hey, it's just money, right? There's the Queen. Yeah, Adidas, we're at the other end of Lagoon Drive. So Lagoon Drive is the road on the east side of the airport that meets up with the parking lot we're in occasionally, or most of the time. We're just at the other end of that, near the end of 8 left. Gives us just a little bit different view. So there's positives and negatives to both. The positive is we get good shots like this of the Queen landing and the A380's landing over here. The negative is we're farther from 8 right where the departures are. So, you know, you kind of got to pick your poison and see what's going on. I like to mix it up a little bit. But today we actually might take a road trip, so we might see both locations today. Yeah, Ian, sorry, no 360 camera today because I know it can't see it on this stream, on the main horizontal stream, but I did make a bunch of changes to the vertical stream and started using it again. So I wanted to make sure I had plenty of time to get the bugs worked out of that in case there were any. We'll have the 360 camera back either Thursday or Saturday. We'll have it back. So if you have no idea how to find the live vertical stream, it's kind of convoluted. Again, not one of YouTube's best decisions. If you go to the shorts feed and pause on your phone, go to the shorts feed on your phone, pause any video by tapping it, and then look on the top, and there's a couple of buttons at the top. One of them will say live. That will take you to the live shorts feed where you can scroll through. And you might find me there. I don't know of a way to directly link you to my shorts feed. I don't know how that works. But if you go there and scroll, you might find me. Yeah, Adidas, this is my favorite location, personally. I do miss that we're not as close to 8 right as possible, but we can still see those departures. The next departure we'll see, we will definitely be able to see them from here, just not all the way down the runway. So, as they say, you know. I don't know if I like being on camera all the time. So on the vertical stream, I have the main camera up, as well as a BTS shot of me. Not exactly sure I like that. Thanks, Ian. A380s are coming in today at 8:27 and 9:22 as of right now. So we'll see how far this one rolls. These FedExes coming in on 4 right have a tendency not to roll very far. A couple of them, we barely see them on this side. Hello, Martin. Good. Oh, is it Martin's birthday? Well, happy birthday, Martin. There he is. He's barely going to see him. He's going to turn off. Must be super light. Must be super light. Let's see. I believe that's a Delta that's pushed back. We have a C-37B lit up on Hickam. Yeah, this is a Delta heading off to LA with the extra X here, the one that has its backside to us. Hello, Centex Rail Productions. 26 right landings anymore. They used to at one point, but they mislabeled the video since I know 8 left is used. They do, if we're in reverse operations here at the airport, they will do 26 right arrivals, but usually it's just the 717s. Nothing bigger. I don't think I've seen anything bigger than the 717 land on 8 right. Or, sorry, 26 right. 26 right. That's only if we're in reverse operations here. Everything else will come in on the 26 left out there, the reef runway. That looks like a destroyer there. And I don't know what the heck this is. Looks like it's some kind of supply ship. We are in the middle of RIMPAC. We've got about 10 days left, I guess, of RIMPAC. Oh, thanks, Island Aviation. Looks like we're getting another Queen in about half an hour or so. Okay, there is the C-37B. That's going out as Sam something or other. Let's see. Sam 402. I don't think that's the one that's based here, because the one that based here usually go out as Mango, but you never know. It could have changed for some operational purpose. Our good friend and moderator Josh is in LA today. He's sending us planes. We have Zip Air coming in from Narita. That's Zip Air Flight 2. It's a shorty Dreamliner, as usual. Of course, I think I just heard or saw something about them buying the bigger Dreamliners, but I might be mistaken because sometimes I read stuff when I'm half asleep. And that one's still 24 minutes out. It's just on the other side of Niihau. So the C-37's just at the end of Juliet now. We'll get it here in just a second. Then we have that Delta. I wonder where that Delta's going. It's on Bravo. We'll see where it goes to when it gets to Juliet. Yeah, it's going down to the reef runway. It's peeking between the trees down there. Freight replenishment vessel. So that's thanks, Ian. If any of you are wondering, we haven't been up at this end for a long time, Do a check on the boat. It's looking even worse. More stuff has fallen off of it. It's now officially sunk. The water is going into the window, it looks like. What I don't get, there must be, if that boat did that off of Port Lock or did that off of Hawaii Kai, there'd be protests and sign waving, and it'd be on the news every night. Not enough rich people, I guess, live near this harbor to make it stink. Well, it's like everywhere else. It's like everywhere else, Jolly Roger. Nothing gets done till rich people complain about it. Poor people could complain about something all day and every day, and nothing will get done. Rich people complain about it for a day or two, and all of a sudden, oh, there's funds available now, and oh, it's just the way the world works. We have a couple of 757s that have pushed back their nose to nose over here. Let's show them while we're waiting on the C-37. All right, they've got nose to nose 757s. Doing a little stare down action there. Wonder which one will blink first. Those are both United 757s. One is going off to SFO. One is going off to LA with the extra X. Hello, Mark. Good to see you. Oh, we got Kirsten in the house. Hello. All right, let's go find a Sam. All right, so they're doing they must be still doing the this 757 has started to move. They must be still doing work on the taxiway down there. They're one of the taxiways off of Alpha. Saturday they were doing some work on it, so they were sending a bunch of stuff across in the middle of the runway like he's doing there, and then down Bravo. So it must be still down there. Next one out on the reef runway is that Delta heading off to LA with the extra X. That is a 321. As soon as it starts to, it has started to roll. We will swing over there and get its departure through the trees, hopefully. Trees, Patrick. There we go. It should be coming through these trees here in a second. Next one going out is a Virgin America. It's flight 762. It's heading off to Seattle. The other 757 has now started to move as well. Those will both most likely head out to the reef runway. But you never know. Sometimes the 757s go on 8 left.
Up 3, proceed up to runway 4 left. There's traffic landing on 4 right. 4 is that.
All right, so the Virgin America is currently waiting on a, looks like a Cessna there, maybe a PC-12. Yeah, it's a PC-12 to come in. That's coming in from Lanai. That is too tiny for us to get a picture of way out there. By way out there, I mean about 2 miles. maybe 3 miles out there, but it's tiny, tiny, tiny. Even the 717s are crossing there. What's that in the background? Must be a Cessna out there. There's that 757. Oh, we got 2 757s in the shot. Look at that. Okay, Virgin America is on the roll. So we're going to go a little farther to the left. Let's see if we can find it. In the trees. Doo-be-doo-be-doo. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Honolulu. If you stumbled across me on the vertical stream, welcome. If you're here on the horizontal stream, welcome as well. If you don't know where you are or who I am, I can help you with both those questions right now. My name is Patrick. The channel is Reverse Ops. We are an aviation live stream and misinformation channel based out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Our home airport is Daniel K. Inouye International Airport. It is conveniently located right over here. It is 3 or 4 miles west of downtown Honolulu, which is right over there, on the south shore of the beautiful island of Oahu, on the eastern end of the Hawaii archipelago, somewhere in the middle of the vast Pacific Ocean. So we get all kinds of stuff here. We get military, because Hickam Air Force Base shares the runways with us. We get cargo, we get passenger, we get stuff just passing through because it can't make it all the way across. We get a little bit of everything here. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for taking part of your Tuesday. I believe it's Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday. To hang out with us. If you haven't liked the stream or subscribed yet, both of those can be accomplished by going underneath the video if you're on the horizontal, above the video if you're on the vertical. But I'm just glad you guys are here. Should be a good day. Should get a couple of more queens. And a couple of Hawaiian heavies here soon, right around the 8 o'clock hour. So it should be a good day. We're going to run through about 9:45 today, which is our normal time to get out of here. Depending on traffic and how this Alpha taxiway situation progresses, we might do a road trip. No promises, but we might do a road trip. But again, thanks for hanging out. Check out that links in the description. We got a PayPal link in there. We got our merch shop, all that stuff. Right now, we're going to go and flip over and catch a 757. So that was the one heading off to SFO. The one behind it is the one heading off to LA with the extra X. We have our first overhead departure of a jet on 8 left. This is a 717 heading off to Hilo. Right over our head. Didn't give me any wiggle room with the tripod. Looks like we're going to get another chance to try that again. There's something else going 8 left via Bravo. Probably that one? Maybe that one. There's 2 over there. One going to Lehue, one going to Kona. Looks like they might both go 8 left. That's good news for us. Yeah, he's definitely going 8 left. He's turning right. Oh, there's that ship we saw out in the water a few minutes ago. That's the replenishment ship that I can't remember the name of. That is actually going into Pearl Harbor. The channel to go into Pearl Harbor is just on the other side of those trees. Well, not just, but on the other side of those trees. Yeah, I've stood in the park and watched them before. Island Aviation, right by the Kamehameha statue. Just watched them go overhead. Both ways. I've watched them go in and out that way. Oh, yeah, it was 717. That's one going off to Hilo, I think I said. Oh, no, it's Lehue. I was wrong. Lehue going now. The 757 is just about to turn on the runway, so after this, we'll get that. Don't like that. Ugh, the cable ran in the wrong place. Okay, I don't know which one will go first, the 757 or the next 717, but we'll find out together. Thank you, Ian. I guess we're going to get the 757 first. It's moving. Zippy is checking in. That means he's probably right over Ko'olina right now. If you don't know, Ko'olina is a resort area on the west side of the island. We've actually live streamed from there before. We did a live stream, members only live stream from there of these heavies and super heavies going over Ko'olina. It was a fun day. Right on the beach. I cut up my foot on a rock. It was a good day. Yeah, sorry, no 360 camera today, Kelvin. I spent a couple hours last night getting the vertical stream up and running the way I wanted it. So we're running the vertical stream as well as the horizontal stream today, the shorts feed and the regular feed live streams today. Sorry about this. It's the all-white Coletta Queen coming in. I think we're going to lose it in the cloud, though. Yeah, we're going to lose that in the cloud. We'll get that when it comes back around. I don't know where it's going to go, but I'm assuming 8 left. There's Zippy in the distance. You can see it just barely in the distance. A little closer, we'll get a better shot of it. Where was I at with that? I was telling something. I was saying something. Now I don't remember what I was saying. 360. Oh, 360 camera. Yeah. So no 360 camera today because I was trying to get the vertical stream nailed down. I tried it on Saturday and I had issues. And it just didn't want to cooperate. I couldn't get the camera angles the way I wanted them. So I think I spent last night messing around with that. I think I got it the way I wanted. So I wanted to have some extra time in the morning to get that set up and make sure I had no issues. So that's what I did. Instead of the 360 camera, I messed around with that. But I think it's good. I think we're pretty good on the vertical stream today. So hopefully we'll get some new friends over there. If you are watching on the vertical stream, drop a thumbs up in the chat. I would like to see that you're here. It's a little early for the hat. Hat I don't need till after 9 probably. After 9 I'll have the hat on. Is it Boichi or Bochi? Set 1975. I don't know. But either way, welcome. All right, so we got Hawaiian coming in on this runway. That's coming in from Lehue. We have one going out. That's going to Maui. So we'll zip away from Zippies here and go take the one that's going out. There it is. Looks like Zippy's still waiting for a spot over here. Get the 321 backing out of there. I wonder if that's what he's waiting on. Yeah, Mark, our good friend CFI on the Fly was standing under the wing of that C-17 just a little bit ago. 20 degrees below zero. I don't know if that's Celsius or Fahrenheit, but either way, I don't want to experience 20 degrees below anything. Stay warm. Hello, Jay. Good to see you. Well, Jay, it is a very budget airline, so they didn't have the funds to. Their tail used to be different. Their tail used to have a big Z on it, but they got rid of that a couple of years ago. I'll let you research why they got rid of it. I don't want to bring it up on the. But oh, we have a wait. Hold on. We have a rainbow and an MD-11 shot here. Hold on. Can you guys see the rainbow in the background? Just barely a rainbow. Oh, Argentina. Okay. Boy, I was trying to dance around it, and friggin' Brandon just runs right over the topic. Oh, well, that's very different weather than 20. You'll never hit 20 below in Miami. All right, we have an American lit up, saying it's going to not available. The island principality of not available. I think I see it. Let's see. We usually don't see the Americans. They used to have a 7 a.m. flight to LA, but I don't think that's every day anymore because we didn't see it the other day. But if you look at the bottom of the left side of this shot, you'll see my dream truck. You see that Southwest Airlines snack truck. They don't have a meal truck because Southwest doesn't do meals, but they have a snack truck. So it's still a scissor lift bed but it's way smaller. So it would actually fit in a parking space. There it is right there. It would actually fit in a parking space. And I could stream out of that. How awesome would that be? But I have no place to put it. I barely have enough place to put this little K truck, so I have a pretty cool location to store it, though. Unfortunately, I can't talk about that on the air. Bum, bum, bum. Teaser. Okay. This is the white Coletta 747 we saw overhead briefly a second ago. Pardon me. Ooh, I forgot now you can see me on the BTS cam. Ooh. I don't know if I like this BTS cam. How am I going to pick my nose if you guys can see me the whole show? So this guy is super late. This usually is here when we get here in the morning already. So the last couple days has actually been super late. It was super late either Saturday or last Thursday and today. I like that. They need to reschedule this flight and have it come in every day at this time. That would make my life a little better. I've only briefly been to Miami. I didn't get to do anything other than drive and go to a arena. Not even an arena, a parking lot next to an arena. I think I've told this story before. If you were if you were watching the vertical stream, you might know. Little teaser there. I think I've told the story before about I drove a tour van across the United States for a friend of mine's band once. Big, huge, long story. I mean, I don't have enough time in the rest of the show to tell you all the stuff that happened that tour. That was crazy. But it started just outside of Miami. It started outside of Miami and ended in Portland, Oregon. And we didn't go there in a straight line. We kind of zigzagged across the country. So we ended up driving about 4,500 miles. Well, I ended up driving about 4,500 miles. That's fancy looking. So this one's going off to San Diego. Another Surf Air. Hello, Eham. Good to see you. We do have 330 lit up on the ramp up there. That's good news. Our first A380 has passed. Oh no, it hasn't. Never mind. I scrolled too fast. I thought it was already past Kauai, but it's still 43 minutes out. The first one is going to be the green one today. The second one will be the blue one today. So the orange one is getting a day off. Well, street sweepers down there. Look at that. And a tractor. We got a tractor today, guys. We had a... What show was it the other week? We had our Hanaho was a tractor. Yeah. Sometimes I'm surprised they still let me do this. Yeah, sometimes when you have a time crunch, you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, Jay, Delta brought one in here at night several times in the winter season. In fact, we even got the Delta 100th A350, 100 Delta 100 A3. I don't know how to say that. Delta 100 A350 once. Of course, it came in at like 7:30 at night and left at like 9:30. So we didn't get I got a picture of it, but I didn't get a good picture of it. So I think we're going to get this 321 over our head here. It has made a right turn and looks like it'll be going to 8 left departure. That's good. Bigger planes overhead. It's not terrible. I mean, it's rare, but it's not terribly rare for these things. It's pretty rare for anything bigger though. Anything bigger, like a 330 or a 777 or something that size. It's pretty rare to go out on 8 left. Not impossible though. We've had a couple of times when the reef runway is closed, when they send them out here for one reason or another. One morning they had 8 right closed all day. Well, most of the day. And we even had the Honus go out this side, the A380s. That was just waiting on a Sky Courier there that you can see on the right side of your screen. A little too small to see those Sky Couriers at that distance. But there it is nonetheless. That's a FedEx feeder. We have Hawaiian Flight 6 lit up. The Island Jenny Express. That is going off to Vegas. Island Jenny is currently cheating on Hawaiian Flight 6 with Air Canada, I believe. Yeah, I'm trying to look for that 777. I don't see it yet. It should be right over me, though. I think we're going to take this 321 instead, though. Might be a better shot. Unless I screw it up. Oh, early for the F-22s today. You him? Another FedEx feeder coming in on the left side of the screen there. A little tiny thing. That's a Cessna Sky Courier. FedEx has brought a bunch of that. I don't even know how many they have now. They brought a bunch of those in. They were traditionally, the feeders were all the Cargo Masters. They still use the Cargo Master, but they're bringing in a lot more of these Sky Couriers. Which, I don't know. I kind of like the Cargo Masters. I think the F-22 was just told to line up and wait. I think they just said Shaka 1, 2, line up and wait. Yeah, they're at the end of the runway. Flight of 2. All right, so let's flip over here. We'll show you the Island Jenny Express as it's leaving. There it is. Should be that one. That FedEx triple that went overhead a minute ago is, looks like about 4 miles out. It's over Eva Beach. Next one out of the reef runway will be Aloha Air Cargo. Be a 737-400. All right, so we're going to take the triple as opposed to the Aloha Air Cargo. Getting a little windy out here. Sorry about the bumping around. No, the wind is gusty. thanks everybody for being here. I'm having a good time. Hope you guys are too. Don't forget about our Kickstarter that we have going. We're going to Italy next month, and I really need your help. Plane spotting is an expensive hobby, I'm sure you all know. Live streaming adds an extra factor to that, and then doing it international adds an extra factor to that. So I'm asking you guys help so we can do these shows. We are over 50% of the way there to the fund. The way Kickstarter works, though, is it's all or nothing. So if we get to the goal, everything works out, and we do the shows, and everybody's happy. Jeez, it's a loud car, bus. If we don't make the goal, everybody gets nobody's charged anything, and we get no shows. So it's kind of an all or nothing situation here. So hopefully you guys can head on over to reverseops.com/Kickstarter, hit that QR code over there and give whatever you can. There's no minimum or maximum amount to give, so I really appreciate your help. We got about 10 days left in this thing. It goes till the end of the month. So hope everyone can make over there and just take a browse, see if you like the stuff, see if what I have to say convinces you over there. So thanks, everybody. Hawaiian Flight 6 is heading out on the reef runway. It has not started moving yet, but it is the next one out. The A380 is almost to Niihau. We have several other small planes taxiing, moving around up here. We also have Hawaiian Flight 10 lit up. That is heading off to LA with the X-Ray. That is also a 330. Oh, hello, Jen. We're just talking about you. Our good friend Island Jenny is celebrating 27 months at the 321 level. Thank you very much, Jen. Hope you're having a lucky trip up there. She says she loves HAL 6. Thank you. That was weird. It kind of... That was weird. It kind of stuck halfway through. Oh, I thought I heard something. Sitting there looking at the computer, I was like, man, that truck really sounds like an F-22 taking off. And I was like, oh, that's no truck. This is the new One World. Oh. Excuse me, I'm perusing a video. I'm looking for a video. And I can't seem to find it. Ah, is this it? I think this is it. All right. All right. Okay. I took a video the other day of the new of the new 717 with the Moana livery, and I was trying to find it. Okay. I think we're at F-22s for now. This is Hawaiian Flight 10. It's heading off to LA with the Extra X. You can see on the left side of the screen, there's a couple others heading down that way as well. Hello, Frank. Good to see you. Ah, good friend Brandon Rabbit, moderator to the stars, celebrating, does that say 28 months? Wow, thanks, Brandon. At the 717 level, says loved every single month of being here. I appreciate you being here. And we have our good friend Upper, loving me some reverse ops. Thank you for being here for 16 months at the 717 level. It's very generous of you, of all of you. Thanks to all my members. So you can see the line of planes going down to the reef runway there. Next one out on that side is going to be Hawaiian Flight 1038. It's heading off to Kailua Kona. Let's do a Honu check, because I don't want to miss a Honu. Even especially if I'm on this side, that would be super embarrassing if I missed a Honu on this side. Okay, it is directly under Kauai. It's slowed down a little bit. Now it's 8:39. Oh, I forgot to plug in the... Where's that cord? I forgot to plug in the scanner. I need to rethink my scanner situation. I've been had one of the viewers offered me a scanner that's very nice to them. I didn't take them up on it because I feel kind of weird about taking people's stuff. I need to buy another one of the scanners I have at home. I have that one, but the only problem is that one doesn't do the military frequencies. Where is that plane? That one doesn't do the military frequencies. This one does, and I'm just too lazy to program it. And you can hear it when it eats through batteries like crazy. Maybe you might get a full show out of a set of batteries, and then when you plug it in, the insulating is so bad that it just makes it sound like poopy. Our good friend and moderator Keith PDX is celebrating 26 months. Says, wow, I feel the same way, Keith. 26 months. Feels like I've been doing this 3 weeks. But thank you very much. Keith is a moderator over on our companion channel, HNL Ops. That usually we would have a 360 camera up there, but I kind of explained a little earlier why we don't have that today. But we still have the ATC and flight radar channel over there. They are merged together for your enjoyment. They provide a easy way to get both those in one spot. And what I really like about it is you can rewind and they're in sync. So if you thought you heard something, or someone told you about something cool, or you saw something on the news, you can rewind for 12 hours on that stream and have the flight radar and the ATC in sync. Hello, Razorback. Oh, that's a Razorback from Arkansas. Very fitting. Hello, Air Bro. Oh, I hear something. What do I hear? Oh, I thought I heard it. There it is. Some big fluff on it. You guys see that when after it turned? It's just big puff explosions. Everybody's going for all the local boys are going for the Tundras now, huh? The Tacomas aren't big enough. I saw some special edition Tacoma the other day. I forget the name of the special edition, but it was this weird, like, electric blue color. And it was $70,000. Why on earth would anybody pay $70,000 for a Tacoma? I mean, Tacomas are okay trucks, and there's nothing wrong with Tacomas, but you should never spend more than $45,000 on a Tacoma. Geez, 65. It was 66 something was the sticker, but then tax, title, extras, whatever, pushes that well over $70,000 for a Tacoma. Jeez. All right, so we have 5 planes lit up on the reef runner right now while we're waiting for the Honu. The first one out that side is going to be a 717 heading off to Hilo. Then we'll have a 717 heading off to Maui. Oh, Southwest Max 8 heading off to Maui. And then we'll have that 330, that Hawaiian Flight 10. And then Southwest Max 8 heading off to San Diego, California. And the Honu is about halfway between the island of Oahu and Kauai. This will be our first of 2 Honus today, the A380s from All Nippon Airways, if you've never been here before. They exclusively go on revenue routes. They exclusively go between here and Tokyo. Every once in a while, they'll zip off to China for some maintenance, but on revenue routes, they only go between here and China. I mean, here and Tokyo. Oh, Steven, that F-22 demo team is amazing. I'm hoping they come back here for the air show next year. There's rumor there's going to be the Blue Angels next year. That destroyer is still hanging out back there. It never ended up going into Pearl Harbor, unless that's a different one. I think it's the same one. I might be wrong. I don't know what Duff means. I know the only thing I know, sorry, Charlie Bravo, the only Duff I know is Duff beer from The Simpsons. That's it. I don't know what Duff means. Is that a millennial? I mean, is that a Gen Y term? I don't know. I don't know if the F-22 is taking off early because of RIMPAC. Generally, like, there's no schedule that they put out, but generally it's either 8 or 9. So some days it's 8. I guess it's just depending on what they have to do. I don't think it's specifically for RIMPAC, because I don't think the Guard is that heavily involved in RIMPAC. They're off doing their own thing. Bingo Jones, is that confirmed? Because the last time I heard it was tentative, but I haven't been paying attention really. I usually don't start paying attention until the tickets go on sale. All right, so all right, the next two going on the reef one are both Southwest. Hello, not Captain Weber. Oh, good. Yeah, last I heard, the Blue Angels were tentative for next year, so hopefully that. So I'm glad that's been confirmed. But thanks, not Captain Weber. Another month. Thanks for having me here. Well, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. For 7 months at the 717 level. Sorry, staring at the wrong thing and didn't see the southwest skip through the trees. Actually, I was staring at myself. That's really weird and narcissistic. I found my vertical stream and I was looking at it, seeing how it looked. Not bad. Not bad. I think it looks pretty good. I need to fix the clock, though. The clock's in a weird spot. Can't see the clock. So if you go to the, so to find, I don't know how to find it directly because apparently I'm not that smart. But if you go to the shorts feed on your phone in the YouTube app, pause the first video you see, and on the top there'll be a live button, and then you click on that, and then it will only show you live shorts, live verticals. And if you just keep scrolling, you'll eventually find me. The Super just called in for clearance. I can barely see him in the shot up there. He's probably 6 miles out. Yeah, he's over Eva Beach, so. Whoa, come on, like really? The second one of those should be about an hour behind it, so we'll still get that one in the show. Hello, Rodney, our good friend Rodney Calhoun. He's having quite a warm 115. I don't miss those days about Texas. I don't miss that at all. You remember Rodney and his wife Carol were here. Was that last Tuesday? I think it was last Tuesday. See, I don't know, my days are running together. They were here in the last week or so because they brought me pastries. Tasty, tasty pastries from Lily Hop Bakery. Glad you guys made it home safe. And thanks again for stopping by the truck. I really appreciate it. Oh, huh. Interesting. Didn't even hear them turning. Where is he? There he is. Usually these guys make a lot more racket than that. I didn't even hear him turning. Looks like he came in by himself. Oh no, there's two of them there. I didn't see the second one. But as I say all the time, they are stealthy. I have to keep an eye out for the next set coming in. So we had Martin celebrating a birthday earlier today. Well, I'm sure he's maybe still celebrating. We also have Jody celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday, Jody. Hope you're both having a wonderful day. I have a 717 and a Raptor taxiing down Bravo. This might be the only airport that ever happens at. I can almost say with certainty that does not happen at any other airport. What you're seeing now is exclusively here in Hawaii. "4:40 a.m. and you're getting a little sleepy?" Oh, I'd be really sleepy. "4:40 a.m. I'd be almost getting ready to get up and do this show. I have my alarm set for 5 a.m. Yeah, Island Aviation, that's why I kind of widened it, said exclusively here in Hawaii, because I realized that maybe on another island it might happen. But definitely Hawaii exclusive. How would a 717 get to Okinawa? I didn't realize they had 717s over there. I'm having deja vu. Didn't we have that plane already leaving on that runway? No problem, Kelvin. Oh, I'm a night owl too, Aussie Rose. The older I get, well, it's not really the older I get. I mean, if I wasn't doing these shows, I'd be up till midnight every night at least. So, it's mainly just the shows that get me up that force me to go to bed early, so I can get up early. Hello, Daniel. Good to see you. If I ever is the way you would figure out I ever won the lottery is if you suddenly notice my schedule reversed and I was up all night and sleeping all day, because I would love to be able to do that. I get so much done at night. I focus better. And less phone calls, less people. What I really miss is being able to do like stuff at night, late at night, like go to Walmart or go to the supermarket or whatever late at night when there's nobody there. Because I love walking around Walmart. I used to love walking around Walmart at like 2 in the morning when it was just me and the stockers. And you didn't have thousands of people in there. How do I say it politely? Flock of kids. Ugh. Hello, the Boeing 747. I think that new Dong Dong Donkey, Brandon, I think they closed that at night now. It used to be open 24 hours a day. I think it's closed at 11 or 10 now. The Walmart's, I don't know about Walmart's ever. I think it's Walmart's everywhere now close at 11 since COVID. All right, we should be getting pretty close to our first 747 departure. I'm keeping an eye on the shark tails. Let's see, we got 3 shark tails over there. One of those is the Coletta we saw coming earlier, and the other 2 are the 747. We saw one of those come in, and one of them was just before our show started as I was pulling up to the parking space here. But one of those should head off to Sydney in the next 20 minutes or so. And the other one should head off to Hong Kong in about 40 minutes or so, maybe an hour, just towards the end of the show. Usually that means we have a couple coming in, but I don't see any coming in on the list. And I don't see any coming in if I scroll out either. Must be a late UPS day. That Vista jet is moving. Let's see if we can get that. Where's that? I think it's behind that guy. No, that's not him. This is looking back towards downtown Honolulu. On the very right side of that picture, you can barely see the top of Diamond Head. That's on the far end of Waikiki. That is just a bare tip of Diamond Head right there. That's, I think it's 761 feet or 721 feet tall. You can hike all the way to the top of it. We got the harbor here. Behind the harbor, you have like Kaka'ako area. As we get over here, this is the actual downtown. What you would really say downtown is right here. This is like the business district. That is right next to Chinatown. Chinatown is right in this area right here. Those buildings right there. That's all Chinatown right there. This little hill, or whatever you want to call it, it's actually a dormant volcano crater. It's called Punch Bowl. It is the National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific. So it is a cemetery very much like Arlington National Cemetery, just outside of D.C. It is only for people, military or associate military, people who served in the Pacific Theater. A friend of mine, a really good friend of mine, passed away earlier this year. He was just interned there about a month and a half ago. And they do a really wonderful job. I was very, very impressed with the service they put on. He was former Navy. And he was interned there. Very, very nice ceremony. They had a bugle corps out there to play taps, and very respectful. Nothing short of what you would expect from a national cemetery like that. Very well done. So, but if you're ever here on vacation, or even if you just live here, you've never been there, take a drive around there. It's very beautiful inside the crater. It has an overlook on the top right. You'll see some palm trees there. There's an overlook over there that has a really nice view of downtown. You can walk up to. You don't have to be there for any specific reason. You can just go. It's open to the public. I think probably like 8 to 5 or something like that. So on Memorial Day, they do a flyover of Punch Bowl. The F-22s do. I think I need a drink, so I'm gonna give you a shot of the Honu while I get a little something to wet my whistle. Well, that's really nice, Kelvin. I don't know if my friend's wife got shells or not, but she did get the American flag. Oh, I see. Okay, sorry. I was thinking. I missed the word empty shells. I wasn't thinking about casings. No, there was no. Rifle salute at this one. I haven't seen it come back, Jay. Last time it came back, it was sitting over here to my right, and it's not there now, so I haven't seen it. That one usually ends up on flight radar, at least going in or going out, or not flight radar, jet tip going in or going out, and I didn't see it. Next one going out of the reef runway is a 717. We do have a Queen pushed back. So we get our first Queen departure here in a few minutes. So do you guys want to see if we can beat it down to the other end, or do you want to stay up here and watch the second Honu? So we have two choices now. We can see if we can beat the 747 down to the other end. Oh, it's already taxiing. Never mind. Never mind. That does not. We will not make it down if it's already taxiing. Maybe we could try the second one. Yeah, if it's already taxiing, there's almost no chance. Yeah. But we will see it through the trees, which is one of my favorite shots from this airport, is seeing the heavies and super heavies through the trees. We haven't been up here for a super heavy departure in a long time. Maybe we need to fix that. Another place we haven't been in a while is the harbor over there to watch their departures. Maybe we'll put up a poll or two and see if you guys want to hang out there. Alright. There's an F-22 coming in on a short final. Where is he? Southwest just turned touchdown, so should be behind him somewhere. Don't see them yet. They're out there somewhere. Dooby dooby doo. Huh. I swear he said F-22 is on short final, but I guess maybe I was hearing things. Maybe I just wanted to hear that. All right, next one out on the refront is a Southwest. There's a Max 8 heading off to Hilo. Then we should have the Queen behind it. The Queen is on Romeo right now, heading down. Still don't see him. Unless that's him right. Is that him right there that I just completely missed him? Is that him right there? That's him right there. How did he sneak up on me? He came straight in and I never saw him. There's another one right behind him. I was looking up for the overhead brake and they were coming in very low. Razorback, sometimes you can, most of the time you can't. The F-22s will never show up on flight radar. They occasionally show up on ADS-B exchange as just a generic plane icon. But it's kind of hit or miss. It just depends on what they want you to see. All right, the Queen has made it to the end of the runway. There's a couple of small planes behind it. A Gulfstream and a Bombardier. The A380 is about halfway between Oahu and Kauai. Yeah, Ian, that's why on most days we're down here, we end up moving over the other runway eventually. I don't know if we're going to do that today or not. That's why on our Saturday shows, we usually start here on a Saturday and then end up on the reef runway. This is a 717. It just came in from Maui. The second Queen is already lit up on the cargo ramp, so I don't think we're going to be able to. We're waiting on the A380 up here. I don't think we're going to be able to make it. So we might just stay up here the whole show. We only have another 35 minutes or so left in the show anyway. Waiting for the, I think the Queen down there that's on the runway is waiting for a 717 to cross in front of its nose. All right, so we're gonna. Oh, sorry, we're gonna come back to your super chat here in a second because we have the queen rolling, but we will come back to it. Don't worry. We have the queen has started to roll as soon as I clicked on it, so we will come back to it in just a second. So that's one queen departure, and as you can see over here, right in here somewhere, there's only one queen left over there. That's the Coletta. I wouldn't expect that to go anywhere till early afternoon, but because we can only see one tail, that means the other one has pushed back. This here is Japan Airlines. It is a 7-6. We do have 3 little tiny jets leaving on the other thing. They're Lear personal jets or business jets, so we're gonna ignore them. We'll bring this back up. Thank you very much. You taught me how to say it last week, and now I'm blanking. I'm confused because you put it 2 ways, and one was a spell check, one was a autocorrect, and now I'm trying to remember which way it was. Oh my God, I feel like such an idiot. 39 Aeronautica. Chief, thank you for the $2 super chat, and thank you for the enduring patience of me screwing up your name every week. We also have our good friend Forrest coming in with some jewels, some star jewels. Thank you very much. Aranka. 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 I'm gonna... I don't have a pen. I should have a pen. Hi. Good night, Aussie Rose. We'll see you next time. We got more fighters coming in. Regular. I don't like that. I like the overhead brakes. There's two of them there. There's this one here, and then there's one up still a little further in the air. There he is right there. Oh, there's three. I do like the overhead brakes better. But, you know, can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you just might find someone else gets it instead. Alright, so it looks like the A380 is second or third for arrival on the other side. Or on this side, sorry. Where are we, Patrick? Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. You did, Fred, but I have those pens on my desk at home. The one with the little wing. There's no way I'm going to risk losing that thing. That's on my desk at home. So the fighters are going down Bravo. Let's see if we can get a little better of that. There we go. A little better shot of that. It's almost like background blur, but the background blur is heat haze. Yeah, I would take a pen from work for anything but this. I don't want anything I do to make them think, oh, maybe Patrick shouldn't stream in the morning every couple of days. No, this and my day job we keep them as separate as possible because I don't want them. They're being very good to me and letting me come in late 2 days a week to do this. So I'd like to keep that relationship as positive as possible. I'll write you a permission slip, Fred. I'll say you're needed at the truck. You need to come out and help me with the truck. Alright. So the 8380 is overland. Like I said, it's got one in front of it. That is a Virgin America, and that should be right there. We're going to keep this a little wide because it's a smaller plane with a lot of heat haze. This Virgin America here is coming in from Salt Lake City. And this is a brand new Max 8. Doesn't even have a picture on flight radar anymore on yet. So brand new. Still has that new plane smell. Oh, that's it was like Ian was writing my script for me. Look at that. I need to hire Ian as a scriptwriter, apparently. That's it. I'll just have a teleprompter here, and I'll have Ian type into it what I'm supposed to say. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna get lucky and not have to deal with the Queen and the King at the same time, just close to each other. The King is doing the little Romeo tango down there, and it's about to be on Romeo. The King, as they say, I don't really like saying King. I hardly ever say that. But the A380, the Honu, maybe I'd say King more if I didn't have Honu to back up on. Is right there. Look at that. This is the blue one here. I think this is the blue one. Yeah, the blue one. We had Kai this morning. This is Lonnie, and Kala is taking the day off. So if you're unfamiliar with these are ANA, All Nippon Airways. They are called the Flying Honus. They each have a turtle livery, a sea turtle livery on them. Honu is Hawaiian for sea turtle. There's 3 different colors. We saw the sea green one come in earlier. That is Kai for the sea. This one's blue one. This is Lonnie for the sky, and the other orange one is Kala for the sun. Gonna leave it a little wide because the heat haze is killing us. I agree, Ian. Honor sounds better than King. So this one will make a left turn on Echo and then head over to C9. I try to get the camera angle right so it turns. Oh, look at that. I did it today. Look at that. I try to get it so it turns right in front of the camera like that. I don't even have to move it. Next one on this side is the United. We'll see how long the Honu has her back to us before we figure out if we're going to take that. The 747 on the reef runway is second for departure, so we still have a 717 in front of it. So all you guys watching the vertical stream, what do you guys think of the BTS shot? Because on the vertical stream, it's actually two shots on one page. One of them is the same horizontal shot we're showing on the mainstream. The other is the pat cam the whole time. So what do you guys think of that? I'm not sure if I like it, honestly. It makes me a little self-conscious. We might swap that out with maybe we'll swap that out with the beauty cam or something once I figure out how to get that back into the mix. Or maybe we'll just do maybe we'll do flight radar there or something. We'll figure it out. I'm not sure. So we have 3 gates here in Honolulu that can handle an A380. We have C4, C9, and I believe C10 can handle they're physically big enough to handle the A380s, the size. Well, you're just not looking hard enough, Brandon. Oh, yeah, the Queen is moving. So I'll finish my thought on the A380 gates here in a second. It's getting a little windy for that long of a shot. So there's 3 gates that can hold an A380. C4, C9, and I believe C10. C4 and C9 have the double-decker jetways. The other one does not. It's just physically big enough. They've had to use that a couple times. Last time I saw them use it was for the when Qantas got diverted in here. And all 3 of them were sitting over there. Was it Qantas or was it the time all 3 Honos were here? I'm having trouble thinking.
Bus approaching.
So I don't know how I feel about this BTS. So I know some of you have found the behind the vertical stream. I'm not sure how I feel about being looked at the whole time. I don't really have a giant ego to West. Probably that's really why I've never had a true BTS cam before. I know some people like having the camera on them all the time. And they'll switch to that camera every time they have to say something, and they just love seeing their face, I guess. But I don't feel the need for it, and so this is a little weird for me. So I could always, that is on a small PTZ cam, so I could actually, do this and give you guys a view that way. So you can see that way. That might work better on the other side. Oh, sorry, I don't have I only had it for this. I have view that way. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play with it. We also have a screen ready to go in case someone shows up. Look at that. We have that's our audience cam right there. That's just dopey. That's just dopey. Alright, so I'm looking at, let me throw this up on the main screen. Let's see. Nope, not that. Not ready. Air nav radar. As you can see here, we don't have a lot to look forward to. We got a couple of DHL Singapores coming in. There's another United somewhere out there. But we're getting close to the end. One of the triples is on the downwind, the other one's south of us. Let's see. The Cincinnati one's on the downwind, the other one's south of us. The other one's from LA with the extra X. But there's really no big departures that I see. There's a lot of Lanai cities and not availables. So there's no big departures coming up. So we might stay, let's say we'll stay for the first, DHL. We'll call that our Hanaho plane of the day. And then we'll get out of here nice and early so I can get to work on time. Yeah, all quiet on the Western Airfield. Yeah. What I really don't want you to see me on the behind the scenes cam is when someone asks me a question and I look it up on my phone and sound smart trying to answer it. Oh, I'd swing the camera away. That's what the other camera angles are for. That's so I can do this. Yeah, just do that angle. That's my Pop-Tart. If you're watching on the this makes more sense if you're watching on the vertical stream, but I can do a different angle while I'm eating a Pop-Tart. I need to get the Pop-Tart graphic on the other encoder now. I tried setting up the beauty cam, the regular beauty cam that has a better zoom, and I could put it way over my head, but it didn't like the new encoder I'm using. It's an NDI, I don't want to bore you guys. It's an NDI stream, and the new encoder, it plays it, but it spikes the memory usage. I don't know why that is. Oh, there was a 321 that came in on 321 that came in on the crossing runway. Why is AirNav radar still up? I turned that off. Go away. Where'd he go? He made it all the way over. Look at that. He came in on the crossing runway. Surprised me. Hi. Everybody say it with me. Hanaho. All right, while we're watching this taxi, I'll remind you of a few things. Membership levels are available here. Memberships are available here and on HNL Ops. They are the easiest way to financially support the channel. Every dollar of the membership money goes to keep this thing alive. We're down a few members this month. I don't know what happened. I must have said something that some people didn't like, so a lot of people didn't renew their memberships this month. So if you've been thinking about it, now's a great time to hit that join button underneath the video. Memberships start at just $1.99 a month. They get you all the cool stuff like the emojis and members only Discord chats and things like that, members only streams. And don't forget, if you're a channel member, we're going to do, we most likely will do a membership stream or two, members only stream or two from Italy. So now if you want to get in on that, this is a great time to do that. Members, all channel members, no matter what level you are, receive free shipping at the Reverse Ops shop. That's reverseopshop.com. Everything over there qualifies for free shipping as long as the order totals over $20. So that's every channel member. So if you want to buy something from the shop, you can become a member for a month for $2 and save shipping. It's easy as that. The code for shipping is in the post section of my YouTube page. If you don't know how to get there, email me. I'll be sure to help you out. There's also a PayPal link somewhere in the description. And as you all know, I hope by now, you all know we're doing a Kickstarter to fund Italy. So I'm not asking you to pay for my vacation. I'm just asking you to help me out with the days of that vacation where I will be doing some streaming. And it does cost quite a bit to do international shows. So if you go over there, help me out. You can pledge as little as $1 to get into those Kickstarter backer only streams. But as long as we make our goal, we will do the streams, and the regular streams will be open to everybody. But we got to make that goal, or else it's not going to happen. So it's a double-edged sword. If we make the goal, everybody gets airport streams, and I get to stream. If we don't make the goal, I get extra time on vacation that I'm not planning to get. So it's a double-edged sword, but I'd rather do streaming than wander around a museum, so hopefully we can make this goal. We're 50% of the way there. Oh, thank you, Island Aviation. So there's the link. Brandon dropped the link. You can also go to just reverseops.com/Kickstarter. Ooh. But thanks everybody for hanging out today. Thanks for listening to me babble on like a moron for 3 hours. I'm sure hopefully it was entertaining. It was very entertaining for me. Thanks to everyone in the chat for showing up. Thanks to the people hanging out over on the vertical side. Hopefully this was a decent experience for you. I know some of the other airport streamers and me as well used to just crop the middle out and send it that way, and that looked like garbage. So hopefully the improvements I did are make it a better viewing experience over there. We'll be back on Thursday morning, same time, same Pat channel at 6:45 to do this all again. Hopefully we'll get some more fighters on Thursday. We're going to be on the other end down there at the parking lot on Thursday. And then we'll be out here again on Saturday. Saturday, it will be probably a road trip day, so we'll be doing a little bit of both. But thanks, everybody. I'm going to head off to work and fix everybody's IT problems. Oh, thanks, Kelvin. Kelvin's got it the way. He's got an automatic renewal. Look at that. So right now I'm going to flip you over, since we don't have the 360 camera, I'm going to flip you over to the Flight Radar ATC channel so you can check that out. But thanks everybody again. We'll see you all very soon. Love you all. Have a great rest of your Thursday. Aloha.